They are done, and check those out. I won't win any awards, but they are certainly going to taste delicious. Hey everyone, welcome to Adventures in Everyday Cooking, where every day can be an adventure in your kitchen. My name is Heather, and today is another sponsored video. Thank you to our sponsor, Zule Kitchen, for allowing you to watch this video ad-free. I really appreciate Zule's products and their attention to quality. Zule Kitchen is a family-owned business that supplies the everyday cook with affordable, innovative products. Everyday products like today's products, the bench scraper and the French rolling pin. Now, I have been using that French rolling pin since they sent it to me a couple weeks ago, and you guys, it is my favorite. I have learned to use this. I've learned how to control it, and way more control with that French rolling pin than I have ever had over rolling dough ever in my life, which, you know, I mean, like, it's rolling dough, but if you roll a lot of dough, this thing is amazing. So thank you once again to Zule Kitchen for sponsoring this video. Now, what are we gonna make today with a rolling pin and a bench scraper? Calzones. This is a request from Cash Jules, one of our community members. She was asking if we could do calzones in our deluxe air fryer. So I thought we would take this opportunity to do calzones with a twist. Today, I'm gonna make a traditional calzone, you know, with the pizza sauce and the everything else, but I'm also going to take the leftovers from my refrigerator and make calzones out of those too, because why not? This is an adventure, so let's adventure on. You ready for this? Let's go. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is the dough. Today I'm cheating just a little bit, and I bought my pizza dough already made, so I just have to roll it out. But you can totally do this with homemade pizza dough. You can also do this with refrigerated pizza dough in the can, you know, the one that pops open. This will work fantastically for that dough as well. I've done it both. All right, now that we have our dough turned out, we are gonna cut it into 4 kind of even pieces. So these are like 4-ounce blobs, and we will put them all over there, and then we will focus on one dough at a time. So the first thing we're gonna wanna do is roll out our dough. If you are using the pop can, you don't really have to roll it out. You just roll it out of the can, and then just press your seams together. You may need to roll it out just a little bit, and you want it to be a square because we're gonna wanna fold it in half. So what I'm gonna do is I put a little flour on my board, and I'm going to try to get my dough started in a square. I'm gonna take my French rolling pin here, and I am just going to try really hard to get my dough here into a square. You can stop at any point when you feel like you have enough to fold over onto your calzone. Woohoo! All right, well, close enough. We'll just fold it this way and it'll make a great calzone. So the first thing we're gonna wanna do is put some pizza sauce on it. And you wanna make sure that you have kind of like a triangle with a ridge, because you're gonna wanna pinch it together so that it doesn't burst open. So we're just going to put on our sauce. Now, I actually ran out of mozzarella, so all I had was cheese sticks. So I went ahead and I cut up my cheese sticks so that I could use them as cheese, as mozzarella in this recipe. You could use any type of cheese you want, but I thought since this is a leftover recipe anyway, I wanted to show how versatile this really can be. And I've never made this calzone with cheese sticks before, but it's mozzarella. It will work out just fine. It's gonna cook just the same. I also pre-cut some pepperoni to put into my calzone. You don't want to fill it too full, but again, don't be skimpy on your ingredients, because whoever bites into this is going to be real sad if they bite in there and there's nothing but an air pocket. Next, I have some leftover green onions that I'm gonna slop in there. And finally, a little bit of Parmesan because I like the sharpness of Parmesan in my pizzas. All right, last but not least, I'm going to put a couple more pieces of cheese on the top so it kind of melts and marries all together. Okay, now comes the calzone part. So we're gonna pick up the opposite side of our calzone wrapper or our pizza crust, and we're gonna drape it over our calzone. Now, as you can see, I have some extra dough there that I'm going to use my bench scraper and just take it right off. So let's go ahead and get it, take off our extra and get it into kind of like a calzone shape. This is gonna be the funkiest calzone because I don't know if I can get it. Oh yeah, I can. There we go. Oops, I got some pepperoni. Okay, now you can do one of two things. You can take a fork and push on the edges of your pastry like this, sealing them all together, but make sure that you press down hard so it grabs that bottom really well. Or you can do my favorite thing, and that is the twist. You start from the side and then you twist. Let's start from this side so you can see a little bit better. You basically start from there and you twist and push. So it's kind of like a rolled edge. So you're bringing the bottom of the pizza dough up over the top of the pizza dough. So hopefully it will not explode out when it cooks. So far, when I've done this, oops, that's a little thin over there. That side might be questionable when it cooks, but so far, every time I've done this, I haven't had anything leak out. Now over here, as you can see, I have some stuff already leaking out. That's because I trimmed it a little too close. So I'm gonna take a little rag and I will just kind of clean it up just a little bit. And then I will continue to roll and pinch down. And there we go. Now this part right in the middle here, like I said, it's a little sketchy right there because I trimmed a little bit too much. So what I'm going to do, I've just decided, is I'm gonna put a little bit more dough right there to help seal up that edge. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but I feel like that little edge of dough is gonna cause me a problem. So I'm gonna just lay it down like that. Oh yeah, see, it already came open, so it's a good call. All right, and then I'm going to pick up the dough and I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna pick it up and kind of turn it over on top of itself, just like that. So this may not be the prettiest calzone in all of the world, but at least it's not gonna burst open. At least, let's hope. So there we go, calzone number 1. This is the pizza calzone. The next thing we need to do is spray our tray here, and we are gonna get it right on to our tray. Oh, beautiful. Silly. All right, let's do another one and then we'll get those ones started. All right, so what are we gonna put in that one? Well, I am so glad that you asked. Earlier this week, we had Reuben sandwiches, and I thought, you know what? Let's do a Reuben. So I have my sauerkraut, my Swiss cheese, and my corned beef all ready to go. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to pretend I know where the triangle is going to be, and I think probably right there, because I'll probably flop it this way. Then we are going to put on some corned beef, and the next thing we are going to add is we are going to add some sauerkraut. Oh yes, we are going to add sauerkraut right into the middle of this calzone. And then we are going to put more cheese over the top, because anytime I make Reuben sandwiches, we always want more cheese. So this would be kind of the same idea. Okay, now we're gonna seal it up. There we go. This is our Reuben calzone. Beautiful. And we will get that one right on there and, whoa, sticking. Now, there will be people who ask, do you need to spray it with spray oil? So I've done both. I've sprayed it with spray oil. I've just put it in there and it doesn't seem to matter if it has oil on it. So I'm not gonna spray it with spray oil because I don't want the extra calories. So we're gonna get these into the air fryer for 10 minutes. At the 5-minute mark, you need to turn it over. So I'm gonna turn mine on air fry because that's 400 and 10 minutes. All right, let's go. All right, I think that's as good as that one's gonna get, maybe. It almost I got it into a square, but then it ran off on its own. It's gonna have to be as good as it gets. We'll make the line here and there. Oh, whatever. Yeah, rolling pizza dough is not my forte. Now we're gonna do a Mexican calzone. I made some refried black beans earlier this week, so I thought, why not use that for my sauce and then put in whatever leftovers that are kind of Mexican inspired into this calzone and make it into a Mexican inspired calzone. So again, I have some cheese. I did not have any shredded cheese, so we're just gonna use some Colby Jack cheese here and we're gonna give it plenty. And then I have some roast beef from the sous vide from earlier. Ooh, that's the halfway mark. All right, actually, I'm gonna give them 2 more minutes. They're not quite ready to flip over yet. I have roast beef from the sous vide that I made earlier. So I thought, you know what? Why not? Let's put that in as well, and it will be delicious. And last but not least, I have some pico de gallo that I am going to put right in, trying not to get any of the juice that might be left in there. Look at how beautiful. Okay, time to turn. All right, let's look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So let's go ahead and turn those over. Oops, I just busted a hole in that one because I wasn't being careful. Darn. My bad. Use a spatula, not a pair of tongs. Note taken. And I have my sprayed tray, and we will get our beautiful calzone right on top. And let's start working on our last one. Oh yeah, check it out. So let's go ahead and slide these off. Yeah, the pizza one burst just a little bit. That's okay. When I turned it with my tongs, I stuck a hole in it, so that was my bad. And we are going to put peach pie filling inside of this calzone. Oh yeah, we are gonna make a dessert calzone. Don't be shy, fill that bad boy up to as thick and as full as you think that your dough can handle. That's gonna be a huge one. They should have a calzone crimping class. I could take it and learn a thing or two because this is barely adequate at best. All right. So let's go ahead and lift this onto our board. Oh, that'll work. There we go. Okay, in we are gonna go. And that last round took the full 12 minutes. So we're gonna go ahead and do 12 minutes. At the 6-minute mark, we will turn it over and then that's it, we'll be done. All right, I'll be back here when that is all done and you're ready to see the results. See you soon. Okay, everything is out and they look fantastic. So what I learned is that if you roll that dough out too thin and then you try to flip it and your finger will go through the material, so don't do that. But everything looks amazing and I thought I would cut into them and show you, maybe I'll just cut right through the middle here. All right, this one is the Reuben one. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. Let's taste it. Into the Thousand Islands dressing it goes. There's a Reuben and a calzone. That's good. Next, we will cut into the pizza one. Ooh, and that cheese is melted. That's a good sign. Oh yeah, do you see that? That looks fantastic. And there's some extra marinara to dip your calzone in. Oh yeah. That's a calzone. All right, so now for the Mexican one. I'm gonna just cut a small side of the Mexican one because it looks humongous. Ouch. And it just came out and is super hot. Woohoo! Look at that. You see that? And I have some sour cream here. Dip it in some sour cream. Oh. Wow. That might be my favorite calzone of all times. Ooh, okay. I kind of want to eat more, but I know I have another one to go. All right. And last but not least, our peach one. And I have some icing here that I will just squeeze over the top like beautifulness. I will, again, cut a little bit of the side over here because I have more stuff to eat over here. But, oh my goodness, do you see that? I'm gonna eat my dessert first, I'm sure. Oh, it's so hot. It's like molten lava. It's okay. It's okay. Oh. Uh-oh. That's so good. It's like a pie. What is a pie? It's just a pizza pie. Okay, I shouldn't eat anymore, but that is fantastic. Wow. So, what do I think? I think that all four of these are phenomenal. I mean, the regular calzone that's just pizza flavored, still very good. I enjoyed that very much, but these two are out of this world weird in a very, very good way. The Reuben calzone tastes like a Reuben. It's the weirdest thing. And this Mexican one, you guys, you have not made Mexican pizza. Start with a calzone. Oh. The homemade beans in there, the roast beef, the pico de gallo, the cheese, everything about this is amazing. Oh, I want to just sit here and finish it. Okay, you guys, well, this has been a success based on the emptiness of my board here. All of these were absolutely phenomenal, 10 out of 10 for each of them. The favorite though was the Reuben for my husband. My favorite, as you already know, was the Mexican one, but they were all phenomenal. I want to say thank you once again to Zule Kitchen for sponsoring this video. Zule Kitchen is a family-owned business and they create innovative and affordable kitchen products for all parts of your life, from the chef to the amateur cook. It is amazing. If you want to check them out, use my link or my coupon code to save 10% off your next order. All right, you guys, well, we will see you on the next adventure. Bye.